All right, good morning, good afternoon. I feel like I say that every time, but I guess I do. Today we're gonna do a little different type of a workout. It's still a workout, it's still working the body, and in a whole different way to benefit all the other workouts that we're doing. So this is power yoga flow. And so I'm gonna encourage you today to just let go of judgment, let go of wanting to be perfect, because you're gonna see I'm gonna struggle. And that is the whole point of it, is we get better through the struggles. So I'm gonna have you just come to a space in your room. If you have a mat, I'm gonna encourage you to grab that mat. If not, there's really no problem. As long as you have a space you can breathe and stretch in. So I'm gonna have you just take a nice deep breath up, raise your arms over your head. And then as you exhale, just fold over the legs. Doesn't matter how low you can go. Grabbing your knees, your shins, your feet, your floor. Good, and then float your hands up to your shins or your thighs and look forward with your eyes, creating a straight line with your back. Good, and then as you exhale, fold yourself forward again and walk your hands all the way out into plank. We're gonna bend the knees to the floor, push the hips back into child's pose. Send your hips all the way back and rest your forearms. And you could shake yourself side to side, just kind of easing any tension, noticing how your body feels, and always focusing on that breath. We're gonna inhale and we're gonna exhale, and you're gonna notice that I'm gonna say that a lot today. So inhale, come up to hands and knees, tuck your toes and go into downward dog. So let's get that big stretch here. Now I'd like you to drive your tailbone to the sky, press into the index fingers and thumbs, and send the chest towards your legs, and just let your head hang. Think of lengthening out through the tailbone, like the tailbone is tilting under and lifting higher as your chest just goes closer to the legs if you're able to. And if you have to bend the knees, feel free. Now we're going to float forward into plank position. Option, take your knees down or keep them up. Bend your elbows back and lower your body down to the floor, all the way down, tops of the feet rest. Inhale, scoop your chest up and look up to the ceiling. Really feel that stretch deep into your core muscles. Now bend your elbows again, tuck your toes and push back into down dog. So we're just gently stretching out the body, warming us up first. You will work today, trust me, but in a new way. Good. Let's go ahead and come back into plank. Lower down again. This is chaturanga. Again, knees can be down and you're going to scoop up into up dog. Now, if you're feeling good, you can lift your knees up, tops of the feet on the floor, and then tuck your toes under and push back into down dog. Good, big stretch. Let's do that again. Inhale into plank. Exhale down into chaturanga. Inhale into upward dog. And then exhale, tuck the toes, push back into down dog. Good. And flow again. Inhale into plank. Exhale down into chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. Exhale into down dog. We're going to try that 2 more times. So follow with your breath. Inhaling. Exhaling, coming down. Inhaling, lifting up. Tuck your toes. Exhaling, pushing back. One more time. Breathe in and plank. Breathe out, chaturanga. Breathe in, up dog. Breathe out, down dog. Big stretch, release. Bend those knees, walk your hands back to your feet. And let your body hang forward here. Walk your hands to your thighs, and like a rag doll, roll yourself up all the way up to the top and roll the shoulders around. Well done. So the heart rate will elevate a little bit. Now we're going to go through something called the sun salutation. I'm going to have you move forward so that you have space behind you. And we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to move the feet back into plank. So making sure you guys can see. Perfect. All right, so standing at the front of your mat or space, inhale, nice tall breath in. Exhale, fold over your legs. And now wait, take your hands to either the shins or the floor. Inhale and scoop your spine or lift your spine up to half lift. Perfect. Exhale, fold all the way down, hands to the floor, bend the knees. Now you could step your feet back or you could jump your feet back. We'll be doing a little bit of both. Bend your elbows, come down chaturanga. Inhale, scoop up dog. Exhale, tuck back, down dog. Good. We're going to raise that right leg up. Big lift with the right leg. Good. Take that right foot in between your hands and hold here. Good. Take a deep breath in, lengthen your spine, lift your chest, and then send that foot back into plank. We're going to lower into chaturanga. Inhale up dog. And when you're ready, exhale down dog. Send that left leg up to the ceiling, reach long through the leg, toes pointed. Slide that foot between your hands, lengthen your chest and hold. Just feel that big stretch in the legs. Keep that breath flowing, good. Take it back into plank. Come down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Raise the right leg up. Take that right foot forward. Good. Now from here, take your hands onto your front thigh and lift up from crescent. So your back heel is raised. And if you want to shoot your fingers up to the ceiling, framing your face. And as you exhale, lower your hands back to the floor. Take that foot back and lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, hold. Now breathe here for 3 breaths. Raise your tailbone, press your chest, relax your face and let your head hang. Exhale all the tension out of your body, let it go. After that 3rd exhale, raise that left leg and point the toes, reaching high to the ceiling. Bring that knee in and foot between your hands. Take your hands onto your thigh, lift your chest, and if you like, raise those arms up to crescent. It's okay to bend your back knee. Beautiful. You guys look amazing. Lower your hands down. Take that foot back into plank. Let's come down again, chaturanga. Inhale, scooping up dog. Exhale, tuck back down dog. Shoot your right leg up again. Nice and high. Feel that stretch. Enjoy. Pull that foot in between and hold here. Option 1, bring your knee down. Option 2, hold the knee up. We're all going to take both hands on the inside of that foot, and we're just going to hang out here for a few breaths, okay? Again, if it's too intense, please bring the knee down. I want you to feel the stretch, but able to breathe. Lengthen out through the torso. The crown of your head is lengthening, and you're relaxing through your shoulders. Now, if you're feeling you're able to move lower, then take one elbow down. And if it doesn't work, take it back to your hand. And if you'd like, take both elbows down. What I'd like you to notice is you're going to shift the weight into the outside of this foot and drive this knee open just a bit. You'll feel this in the hip. Make sure you can breathe. Lengthen out through the crown of your head. Relax through the face and shoulders. And settle downwards into the earth as you open that leg out if you can. Big, deep stretch in those hips. Walk your hands back to the floor if your elbows are down. Good. Take one hand on the outside of the foot, one hand on the inside. Hold. If your knee is down, you can lift it up at this point, taking one hand at a time to your thigh back into crescent. Now lift your chest for me and raise those arms up. Shoot energy through the fingers right alongside your ears. Reach the fingers up, eyes up. Push the back heel behind you. Lift your torso, lift your chest, and then reach those arms forward. Reach to the front of the room. Hold it here, lengthening from the back of the heel to the fingertips, out the crown of your head. And when you're ready, exhale your hands back to the floor and send this foot back into plank. Beautiful. Lower into chaturanga. Let's flow. Inhale up dog. Exhale down dog. Feel the stretch. Hold here. Now if you'd like to, you can bend one knee at a time and straighten the other leg. And feel the calf stretch here. This is a little walking the dog. So we're in dog, down dog position. Just bend the knees. And switch. Good. 2 more times. And then press both heels back. Press the tailbone up, lengthening out through the crown of your head and out through the tailbone. And when you're ready, raise that opposite leg to the sky or the ceiling. Really reach long. And then bring that knee in between your hands and hold. Again, lengthen your spine first. And if you need to, option is to bring that knee down, top of the foot down. Remember your options. Everybody walk your hands on the inside of that foot, lengthening out through the crown of your head, and just stay and breathe. And feel what you feel. Notice the sensations, what you need to do to be able to breathe and go deeper. This is your practice, so find it. If you can, take one or both forearms to the floor. If not, please stay on those hands. Press the outside of the foot to the floor, open the knee, lengthen out through the crown of your head, and just notice, what do you feel? Where do you feel discomfort? Where can you relax? Can I breathe deeper? This is all part of our practice. Your body needs this, like the yin and the yang, the ebb and the flow. Now, if your forearms are down, walk your hands back up to the floor and send one hand on the outside of your foot, lengthening the torso. If your knee's down, you can lift it up. Taking one hand at a time, balancing onto your thigh, raising your chest up into crescent. And then energy floats, those arms reach up alongside your ears, shooting the fingertips to the ceiling, eyes gaze upwards. Brace the abs, shoot that back heel behind you, bend into that front knee and sink straight down as you pull yourself up at the same time. Now bring those arms and extend them forward as you tip forward, eyes looking beyond the middle toe of your front foot, reaching through the fingers and then releasing hands to the floor. Excellent job, a lot of energy. Push that foot back into plank. Let's come down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, heart rate is up. Exhale, push back, down dog. Beautiful, pressing the tailbone up. Taking that first leg, the right leg, reaching it up to the ceiling again. Nice, take that knee in between your hands and let's hold. What I'd like you to do on this one is to pivot the back foot flat. We're gonna take the hands onto the front foot. So I'm gonna show you the form first. If your back foot's too far in, just slide it in a little. Notice that this heel, if you don't have to do this, but if you were to drag it back, it's gonna match up to that instep of the other foot behind you. So you have that straight line. Take your hands to your hips and turn to face that front leg. Good, take your arms above your shoulders. Now take your left arm, reaching it forward, and reach that hand forward to really open up the hip. Bring that right arm alongside your ear and sink into that front foot. Beautiful. Keep the back foot flat into the floor, the eyes looking straight forward or up. Keep the breath flowing. Nice. Now take that opposite arm in front of you to your right arm forward. Good. I'm going to turn away from you. You guys can check for a moment. You're going to open this left arm out to the side and then palms face the floor. Push into that front foot and extend those arms long. So energy shoot through the fingertips. Beautiful. Warrior two. Now take your back hand, touch your back leg, and reach this right arm up to the ceiling or over your head for reverse warrior. Keep pressing into the feet, reaching over your head, and then take that right arm and extend it all the way forward and then to the floor. As you circle your left arm to the floor, pivot the back heel and hold in high lunge. Beautiful. Send that right foot back. Let's lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And walk the dog, one foot at a time, bending the knees. Excellent. And then when we're ready, let's take that left leg and shoot energy up, lengthening. Can you come higher now? Pull the knee forward, send that foot flat. Good. Pivot the back foot flat into the floor. Walk your hands up on your front thigh. Now again, if the back foot's too far, just slide it in a little. You got that imaginary line, that instep? Good. And we're going to take the hands on the hip bones and face that front knee. Take both arms up first. Good. And then we're just going to take that right arm forward. So it's like you're bringing forward that hip. So you don't want this hip to open. You want it to come forward. So you're trying to pull it with that arm. Raising that opposite arm, sinking into that front knee. It's kind of like you're trying to find that alignment. It's like that side of the body that wants to pull out of alignment. Now take that left arm forward, and we're just going to open this right arm out into our warrior two. Wonderful. Palms down to the floor, eyes look over that front arm, press into that leg and extend through the fingertips. You want to touch both sides of the room. Bracing the abs, lifting your heart. Good. We're going to take the back hand to the back leg, reaching and sweeping this arm up and over. You can look up at your fingers. Feel that nice stretch in the front of your body. Don't worry how far you can go. And then we're gonna take that front arm and we're gonna sweep it all the way, circle it to the floor as we bring this other arm and circle it down, pivot the back heel, and we're back in high lunge. Nice. Heart rate should be up. Take the back leg behind you into plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale up dog. Exhale down dog. And take that right leg up again. We're gonna go through that again. So pull the leg up, bring the knee in, pivot the back foot flat, and bring both arms up this time for warrior one. Sink into that front foot, open your eyes and look up. Good, keep that front hip or the back hip turning forward. Don't let it come to the side. Nice, open out to warrior two, palms down, eyes forward, sink deeply into the legs, open your heart center. And now reverse warrior, take the back hand to the back leg, sweep that top arm up over your head, eyes up. And then we're gonna circle down to the floor, back into lunge, pivot the back foot, back into plank. Let's float down chaturanga. Inhale up dog. Don't worry if you're a little bit behind. Exhale, push back down dog. And breathe. Wonderful. Take that back leg, the left leg up now. Reach high. And pull that knee in between your hands. Pivot the back foot flat. And let's inhale up into warrior one. Both arms shoot up this time. Keep that back hip turning forward. Reaching the arms high. Pushing the back foot to the floor. And then opening and spiraling into warrior two. Can you sink into that front leg? Can you open your heart? Can you extend your arms further? And reverse your warrior. Back hand on that leg. Reach that top arm up and over. Eyes up. Beautiful. Take that top arm and circle it over to the floor. Back heel pivots off the floor. High lunge. Step back plank. Lower down chaturanga. Inhale up dog. Exhale back down dog. Now bend the knees, eyes look between your hands. You can step your feet forward one at a time, or you can hop them in. Lengthen the legs, let your body hang. Inhale, look up halfway, lift, eyes lengthen out. And then relax forward again, bend the knees and scoop your arms up as you roll yourself up to standing tall mountain pose. Exhale your hands to your sides and roll your shoulders. How's the heart, guys? Now if you need water, you can grab water. I'm gonna turn to face you, but you can face either side of the room. And we're gonna take those feet and we're gonna put them right together. All right? Are we good? Doesn't it feel good to stretch? Move. Oh, we got a little, what is that? Look like a Teletubby. All right, so we're gonna plant those feet into the floor. Imagine you have four corners on each foot, bottom of each foot. You have the front and the back corners. Take your arms at your sides, scoop those arms up over your head, eyes up, and exhale your arms down to your sides in mountain. Let's try that again. So we breathe in, and I want you to lift up as high as you can with your fingers, and as you exhale, press the energy down towards your sides. One more time, breathe in. All the way up, and exhale, breathe out. Now reach both arms up in front of you, lengthening those arms up. Sit back into a chair, as though you're sitting into a chair. Eyes gaze up, and try to drive your arms back. So I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see what this looks like. Your feet are touching. Don't let your arms fall. I want you to pull your arms back. Eyes gaze up, sit your hips back and hold. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, fold over your legs and straighten out those legs. Let it go. Eyes gaze up, halfway, raise hands, float up your legs. Exhale, fold forward again. And inhale, scoop all the way back up to the top into mountain pose. Eyes up, exhale, arms at your sides. Good, inhale, arms shoot up again in front. As you exhale, sit back into chair. Beautiful, we're gonna hold here, eyes up, arms back. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway raise, looking out in front of you, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, all the way up to the top in mountain. Lift, lift, and exhale at your sides. One more time, inhale, arms shoot up. Exhale, sit back into chair. Can you push your arms further back? Can you lift your eyes further up? Can you sit your heels back and wiggle your toes? Exhale, fold over your legs. Can you get your nose closer to your knees? Inhale, eyes gaze out as you lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold, and inhale, we roll up into mountain. Big lift. Exhale, arms at your sides, and breathe. All right, that gets the heart rate up. We're gonna add a little twist on the next one. So I'm gonna face you this time so you can see what I'm doing. Inhale, arms up to the top. And exhale, we're gonna sit down into chair and circle those arms up at the same time. So just lift those arms, sitting into your chair just like we were. Now take your hands into prayer. So put your palms together, taking your right or left elbow to the outside of the opposite thigh, a knee, and push into that outer knee as you look over to the side of the room. Good, so you're gonna feel that twist and hold both heels down. This might be enough. If you have room to move, take your bottom hand and send it to the floor and your top arm send it to the ceiling. But that bottom hand is still on the outside of your knee. So spiraling and lifting or just holding in prayer. Good, sit your hips back. Feel the stretch in your back and your spine, open your chest. And then taking your hands back together in prayer and bring it back up into prayer chair pose. Hold it, push into the legs as you raise your arms up. And as you exhale, fold over your legs and forward fold. Shake your head slightly. Good, inhale, eyes up, looking out to halfway hold. And then exhale, sit back into a chair with your arms sweeping up. Beautiful, take your hands back together into the chair, prayer position. Opposite elbow towards the outside of the opposite knee. Push against that knee, look over to the outside wall. Feel free to stay here. Breathing, holding. Relaxing as much as you can. If you have more room to move, take the bottom hand of the floor, fingertips touch the floor, top arm lifts and looks up with your eyes. Really open your chest, twist that spine wherever you're in. Heels on the floor, toes are raising up gently. Keep spiraling, keep challenging, keep breathing. Beautiful, take both hands back to prayer again. Rotate back into chair prayer, press into the heels and lift your arms up. And exhale over your legs and release all the way into forward fold. Good, inhale, eyes up, halfway gaze. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, inhale and scoop yourself all the way back up to the top. And exhale, mountain. Roll shoulders back. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna go into another little sun salutation, and we're gonna go into warrior 3, which is a balancing move, and then pose of the dancer. These are a little challenging, so please just be mindful of where you're at. I'm gonna turn to the other side of the mat. We're gonna inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Good, inhale, scoop up, halfway raise, so come up halfway. Exhale, fold all the way over, hands to the floor. Step or jump your feet back into plank, lower into chaturanga. Inhale into up dog, knees up or down. Tuck your toes, push back down dog. Big stretch back. Now raise your right leg up to the ceiling, really lift up first, hold it here. Flex your foot and bend your knee as you drive that foot towards the opposite hip and look underneath your right elbow or shoulder. Feel that hip open, lift your knee a little higher. Good, come back to your 3-legged dog. So take your body back to center, take the leg straight up again, and then pull the knee in between your foot, between your hands and hold. Excellent. Find your balance here, find your breath. We're just gonna hold, lengthen out to the crown of your head first. Now you're gonna take all of the pressure and you're gonna put it in that front foot. You're gonna shoot into that front foot, and you're just going to lift your arms out at sides of your head and take the back toe barely touch the floor. Eyes looking forward, and when you're ready, you're gonna extend the back leg, shooting these arms forward and hold it. You can come 45 degrees, you can come parallel to the floor, but your back leg is pressing back, your arms reach forward, and your abs are engaged. Stay there. Stay there and lengthen. This is so good for your heart. If you need, you can tap the back toe anytime you fall out of it. Stay there, guys, stay there. And then when you're ready, take your hands and take them to the floor, even if you have to bend the knee. Excellent. Point the back toes up to the ceiling. Can you lift the leg higher as you walk your hands closer to your foot? Nice. Just look at your knee. Can you bring your nose closer to your knee and lift that back leg up higher? It doesn't matter. You could bend the knees. You could tap the floor. But this is called standing splits. So you're just trying to go into that splits position. Now bend the back knee and take that knee in line with your opposite knee and hold. And then raise the leg back up to the ceiling. We try that again. Bend the knees, bring them together, hover, and lift straight up. Good. One more time, team. Take it in. You're going to feel this in the back of the leg as you lift, and lift back up to the top. Now take that back foot, bring it back to the floor, tuck the toes under, hold it in lunge, and then we're going to reverse. We're just going to take those arms up, and then we're going to step the foot in and release into mountain. How do we do? That's not easy. So let's try it again on the other leg. Inhale up. Reach high. Exhale, fold over those legs. Inhale, halfway raise. Exhale and fold over. Bend the knees, step or hop your feet back into plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good. Now take that left leg and reach the toes up to the sky. Now flex your foot here and drop that foot behind you as you look underneath your left shoulder. So you really want to lift the knee, open the hip, and just breathe. You're looking under your shoulder to the side of the room. Good. Take that leg back up to the top. Rotate back to center. Now take that foot and step it between your hands. High lunge, hold. Find your balance. You're going to put more pressure into the front foot first. And then all you're going to do is you're going to slide the back toes off the floor, raising those arms alongside your ears. And when you're ready, extend the back leg and shoot your arms forward, coming again into 45 degrees or parallel to the floor. And you're just holding. Eyes looking in front of you, reaching the fingers in front of you, pulling the leg behind you or tap the floor anytime you have to. And when you're ready, slide your hands to the floor in front of your foot. You could bend the knee if you need to, or straighten if you can, and raise that back leg higher if you can. Walk your hands closer to the foot if you can. Tap the foot anytime you need to. Lifting and breathing and challenging the nose towards the knee. Now bend the back knee, take it in line with your front knee. Bend, good, and then straighten and lift up again. Let's do it again. Bend, bring them in. Exhale and straighten, lift it up higher. One more time, bend. Wonderful, team, and bring it up, straighten. Good, and we're gonna tuck the toes and send that foot behind you, back into our high lunge. Wonderful, let's raise those arms up. And we're gonna brace those abs and step that back foot in, and exhale all the way over your legs. Fold over, hold. Inhale, halfway raise. Exhale, hands to the floor. Bend the knees, step or hop your feet back. Plank position, lower into chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. Exhale, down dog. Nice, we're gonna take that right leg up again. Take that foot between your hands. And then all I want you to do is take your hands to your thigh like crescent and stand up with your back toes touching the floor. All right, so I'm gonna kind of face the side so you can see what I'm doing. Again, balancing that front foot. Now that back toe's tapping, barely tapping, you can reach up and grab that foot. Yep, so option, you might need to drop the foot. You might need to have a chair or a wall next to you. All okay. But what I want you to do is grab your foot, reach the top arm or the front arm forward, and then at the same time, you're just gonna kick the foot into the hand and dive forward as you reach forward. Eyes looking in front of you, bracing your abs, and it's okay to come back up. Or it's okay to tap the floor with your foot. Reach out and hold. Push your foot into your hand, reach the fingers forward, shoot energy through the back foot and the front hand. Eyes lifting, chest lifting and breathing. Push further, reach further. And then all the way up to the top and relax. Good, take a nice roll in the shoulders. You can march the feet, the heart rate does go up. It's not your imagination. Inhale, arms up again. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway raise. Exhale, come down, bend the knee, step or hop your feet back into plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. You're doing such a good job for your body. I know that heart rate's up. You're still working. Take that opposite leg and shoot the energy up to the toes. Bend the knee, take that foot between your hands. Good. Well, again, we're just going to take the hands back to the thigh like a crescent. Step the back foot in a bit and balance by pushing more of your weight in the front foot. Good. So when you're ready, slide that foot in behind you, just a little bit less pressure, and then take that foot on hand on the foot. There we go. Take the front arm up. And when you're ready, you're just going to shoot energy from the back foot to the front arm and eyes looking forward, pushing and pulling. If you need to, you reset, you tap the floor, and then you go back to it. Push and pull. Notice what side is worse on balance. That's okay. That's just practice. Reach and push. Good. And when you're ready, come back up. Release down. Roll the shoulders. March it out. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale all the way over. Fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway raise. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, and jump a step back into plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good, walk those feet. And now what I'd like you to do is just bend the knees to the floor, sit back in a child's pose. And once again, shift the hips side to side if you need. If you want to sit up a little bit, you can, or you can come all the way down and just rest. You can grab water at this point. You guys are doing an amazing job. All right, so good news is we're on the floor now. We're going to do some floor poses. So if you need water, good opportunity to just hydrate. A little water adds a little more energy. But I want you to just feel what the body is doing right now. It's such an invigorating just feeling, and then you push back into child's pose again when you're ready. And then we're going to rise up into hands and knees. So we have a little challenge. I haven't actually done this pose in a while. We're going to do crane. So what I'd like you to do is take your hands kind of like this, fingers spread apart, and just take your hands on the floor under your chest. Your fingers are spread apart, all right? Your thumbs face each other. Then you're going to walk your knees outside of your elbows and sit into a little, I don't know, we'll call it a frog pose. So you're on your toes, your heels are raised, and you're putting all the pressure into those hands. So your hands are going to be your support. All right, so I'm going to walk you through this. And feel free to practice and come back to this place anytime, all right, especially if you've never done this. So your hands are your balance. You're going to raise up higher. So lift your hips. Yep, you're going to bend your elbows slightly and take the knees into the armpits or on the back of those arms. And you're going to hold here. Now, can you raise one toe, one foot off the floor? Put it back down. Raise your other foot. Put it back down. If you're able to, you can fold forward just or bend the elbows more. Lift one foot, lift the other foot, and put them both back down. Lift one foot, lift the other foot, put them both back down. If you find your balance, you could simply hold. But your feet are close to the floor, so don't worry. One foot and then the other foot. And if you can, hold it and just breathe. So you're going to find that you might maybe need to just lift and lower, or you come up and you hold for a second, or you find it. And let's hold it if you're in the pose for 4. If you're lifting and lowering, do the same. 3, 2, and 1. When you're ready, shoot the feet back to the floor and relax. How do we do? That one's tough. I haven't done that forever. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to have a seat. So I'm going to have you take your legs out and shake out those legs. That heart rate, it goes up. Take a nice deep breath up. Arms shoot up to the sides. And as you exhale, hinge at your hips. Don't worry about your arms yet. Hinge and then relax your arms. Feel the difference? Let's try it again. Inhale, scoop your arms up. And only hinge at your hips first. Just your hips. Hinge and then let your arms go. There you go. It's a better stretch. Instead of putting all the pressure in your back, you will get more engagement in the back of the leg. So lift your chest and think of pulling it towards your toes. Don't have to be there. You can walk your hands lower down the legs if you're able to, or just stay where you are. And now exhale. I want you to close your eyes for a little bit here. Just relax into the stretch. Now on the outside, we're always focusing on what we see, what we're doing. I just want you to feel it now. Take a deep breath in, lengthen out through the crown of your head, just feel it. And as you exhale, fall into the stretch a little bit deeper. Feel it. Good. Brace your abs and roll yourself up into seated position. You can open your eyes. Now I'm gonna face you guys just so you can see. Bend your right knee, and we're gonna take that foot across. You guys, we've done this before with our stretching. Take your opposite arm, your left arm, hug the right knee in. So you're gonna feel the stretch here. Take this arm up. Good, and we're gonna take it behind you as you look over your shoulder and turn your eyes to face that back hand. Good. So if you can't reach directly behind you, take it kind of to the corner. Eyes look further back, pull the knee towards your chest so you're really resisting that stretch or that twist. You're pulling the knee and you're looking back, 2 directions. Good, take the back arm up again over your ears. Take it all the way up. You got it. And then release it down. Take both hands at your sides, take your opposite leg out, take your arms up again. And again, hips first, hinge, and then let your arms go. You might notice you just went a little further. Totally normal. Really good once the muscles start to relax and comply with what we wanted to do. Close your eyes again, take a deep breath in, lengthen out through the crown of your head. Feel your body. As you exhale, let your body just fall forward a little bit further. Good. Brace your abs and round yourself up. You can open your eyes, bend the other knee in, extend the foot across that leg. Take that opposite arm up and hug the knee. And this opposite arm comes up and we're gonna rotate, taking the hand behind you and look over that shoulder. So again, keep hugging the knee, keep lifting through the crown of your head and looking further behind you. And you're just breathing. It's like active movement, or active stretching actually, not movement. Looking back, twisting, and then we're gonna lift the back arm up, and then we're gonna come back to the center, take it to the floor, and uncross this leg and shoot those, or shake up those legs. Good, so I want you to sit up tall first before we do anything else. I'd like you to take one arm out to the side, take this arm across your chest, and grab the other hand. You're gonna hook it, and just grab it across your chest. Now, if it's too much, let it go a little bit. If you need more, just send that arm across further. Drop your shoulder away from your ear. So if your ear's up, drop, or the shoulder's up, drop the shoulder. Now lift your chest and eyes gaze up. Now sit up as tall as you can. Imagine you're against a wall. Put your spine against that wall, brace your abs, and sit up a little bit taller. Drive the thighs into the ground. Pull that arm across and feel that shoulder stretching. Beautiful. Now release that arm. Shake it off. You might feel a little tingling, a little tension. Just let it go. Relax it. Roll it out. Especially if you have tight shoulders. I do. So that might be an issue you guys have too. Really important. We'll do more a little bit at the end. Take the other arm out first. And hook it with the other arm and bring it across. Notice one side might be different, a little tighter, or maybe they're both the same. But drop that shoulder from your ear. Good. Pull that arm across if you can. And again, lean against that imaginary wall. Push the thighs into the floor, ground your belly in, lift your crown of your head up, and really feel that stretch. Your body needs this. Excellent. One more breath. And then we'll just release it. And again, you might feel tingling. You might need to roll those shoulders out. Take a nice deep breath up. And exhale down. One more time. Breathe in. And exhale down. Beautiful. We're in perfect position to send those legs, open them out like a little V. So what I want you to do is pull the heels to the floor, toes facing the ceiling. This might be enough for you. If you need more, take your hands behind your hips, push your hips off the floor, slide your heels out, and then sit back down and walk your hands forward. Good. So we're going to inhale, lengthen the chest open. And as you exhale, just walk your fingers forward. Try to keep your spine long. Try not to round forward, okay? Lift up and then walk out if you can. Inhale, lengthen out through the crown of your head. Exhale, walk out if you can. Trying to bring your chest closer to the floor. You might not be anywhere near there. That's okay. Just notice what you feel in your legs. Do you need to bend your knees more? Do you need to come back towards your legs more? And then just settle in and be okay with where you are today. Good. Walk your hands back towards your body. Excellent. Roll the shoulders. Good. Bring those legs in. Shake it out. And we're going to do a deeper inner thigh stretch. So I'm just going to have you turn onto the knees. I'm going to face you so you can see what we're doing. After this, we're gonna lay on our back. So hands on the floor, we're gonna send the knees open and we're gonna turn the feet out. So I want you to turn the inside of your ankles on the floor. This might be as far as you go. Got it? And just so you know too, hopefully your knees are on a cushiony side. If not, grab a towel. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna hold here. If you can slide your knees further out, great, but you're gonna keep the inside of the ankles on the floor. Yep. And this might be your limit. Stay here if it is. Now, if you're like, hey, maybe I could try more, then try one elbow, one forearm down. If that doesn't feel good, come back up and hold it on your hands. Maybe you try your other forearm. Yep. Now, pull those knees out if they can. Go a little further out. If not, stay there. Don't do the splits unless you can. Take a deep breath in and push the hips back 1/4 inch. I know you're going to feel that. Relax your face. You can always move back forward, but you're going to feel this deep in the inner thighs. Brace your abs. Good. Can you push your hips back another 1/4 inch? And if the answer is no, then stay where you are. Good. And then the way we come out of this is to take your hands back down if the forearms are down, and then bring your toes in, and then slide those knees together. Sit back into child's pose, walk your hands forward, big stretch here. And then inhale into hands and knees. Let's do a little cat-cow first. So you're in tabletop position, you're gonna round up like a cat, and then you're gonna open up like a cow. Eyes up, belly falls to the floor. Again, round up like a cat, and open up like a cow. One more time, round up cat, and then open up cow, and then have a seat on your mat. So I want you to take your feet in front of you, open your chest, hands behind your legs. Think of a long line from your tailbone to the crown of your head. Good, and if you can, raise your feet. And if not, take your feet and just hold here. Brace your abs. So we're in either half boat, or you can keep the heels down. But your eyes are looking above your feet. And if you're able to, hold on to the legs and shoot those toes up. Full boat. Or actually modified because we're holding on. And if it's too much, come back to knees bent. And if you can extend, then take your arms up. Good. Take them over your by your sides of your ears. So you're in a V position, trying to lift the legs, trying to pull your chest towards the legs, like you're folding yourself in half, but you're shooting energy. And again, if you need to, grab your legs, bend the knees. We'll hold for 4, keep breathing. 3, 2, and grab the legs, pull the knees in, and take the feet down. Wonderful. Take a nice deep breath up and exhale, round over your leg. Just hug your shins now. Pull your chin to the chest. Give a little round in your back. Doesn't that feel good? Nice. And then sit up nice and tall. And we're going to lie on our back. Keep your knees bent and just hold. So I want you to plant your feet to the floor, arms at your sides. Squeeze your glutes and just push your hips up into a little bridge. So you want to pin your shoulders down, back of the head on the floor, chin towards your chest. Squeeze your glutes and lift your hips as high as you can. Good. Now, if you're okay, you can stay here. If you want more, you're going to hook your thumbs. Your thumbs are in the middle of your back and your fingers around your waist. And you're just going to prop yourself up on the back of the arms. If this doesn't feel good, take your arms back to the floor. Walk your feet a little closer to you. Lift your hips and hold. Now, if you're okay, you can raise one leg up to the ceiling. If not, keep it down. Extend that leg out in front, knees in line with each other, and then take that foot down. Brace those abs, squeeze the glutes, take your opposite leg up, just look up at the ceiling, feel that one leg balance, and then extend this leg in line with your opposite knee, shoot toes out in front of you, and then take that foot down. Push your hips up higher, take your hands back down to the floor, and then release your back down. Hug your knees into your chest and rock yourself side to side. Good. We're going to take those arms out at your sides, palms down, and take your legs straight up over your hips. Excellent. So this might be, I actually kind of play with my palms up or down, so find what feels good to you. So So what we're gonna do is we're gonna push those arms into the floor and just drive the legs over to the right side just as much as you can without letting your left shoulder lift off the floor. If it's too hard, bend your knees, make it shorter. Good. Keep that left shoulder down. Now flex your feet and push those feet to the outside wall and keep that left shoulder down as you push to the right. Hold it. Push the toes back to the crown of your head. Hold it. And now brace your abs and bring those legs straight back up. Oh, we feel those, right? Pull the knees back and give yourself a little hug. We're going to do that again to the other side. Take those legs up, arms at your sides. Again, palms up or down, whatever feels good. I like palms down. Now flex your feet. Keep that right shoulder down as you send the legs gently to the left. Again, if you need to, bend the knees. There's nothing wrong with modifying, especially when you're starting. Now keep the toes pushing towards the wall behind you as you send those heels towards the opposite wall and you keep that right shoulder down. You gotta pin your body down. Fight for it. You might be shaking. I am. Hold for 4. Keep breathing. And abs tight, lift the legs straight back up. Wonderful. Take your arms at your sides. Extend your right leg towards the floor. Don't let it touch the floor. And press your left heel to the ceiling. Now take your hands up over your chest. Take your arms up over your head behind you. Don't touch the floor though. And if you can, raise your head and shoulders off the floor. And we're gonna switch the legs. 1. Switch the legs. 2. Keep your back on the floor. Switch the legs. 3. Switch the legs. 4. If you have to, you can take the hands behind the head. Switch the legs. 5. Shoot energy through the legs. 6. Switch again. 7. Switch again. 8. Switch again. 9. Switch again. 10. Switch again. 11. We're gonna go to 20 and 12. Here's 13. Lengthen through the heels. And 14. And 15. And 16. Lift a little higher if you can. 17. And 18. Can you give me 2 more? 19. And 20. Hug the knees in. Lower your head down. Turn your head side to side. And breathe. Relax. Knees hug in. We're going to take one foot to the floor. Cross that other ankle over that thigh. Push the knee open for a glute stretch. Option 1, you can stay here. Option 2, wrap the hands around the bottom thigh and bring that bottom foot off the floor. Now just close your eyes if you can or look at the ceiling and just breathe. As you exhale, can you pull the knee closer to your chest and feel the stretch deeper in the glutes? And then relax. If you need more of a stretch, walk your hands to just below your knee on your shin. So it's a deeper stretch. If it's too much, come back to behind your leg on your hamstring. Good. So the feet are still in the same position. You're just holding either the shin or the back of the thigh. Good. And then we're going to slowly let that foot come to the floor. Uncross this leg and switch legs. Recross the other side. Push this knee open. This might be enough. If you want more, take that bottom foot off the floor, slide your hands behind your thigh and hold. Again, you can close your eyes or just look at the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, can you bring the knee closer? Relax your face and shoulders. If you're able to, slide your hands to your shin or stay right on top, behind your thigh. And release that foot down. Good. Uncross that leg, take both knees in. And now all I want you to do is expand your arms out like wings, palms up together this time. Both knees drop over to one side, all the way to the floor. And you're gonna look over to the opposite arm and just enjoy that stretch. Now if you want a deeper stretch, extend the top leg, so straighten out the top leg, but push to the heel and keep that knee right over the bottom knee. Oh, we're almost there, guys. So bend both knees if you straighten one. Pull the knees back into the center, eyes look up. And then carefully exhale the knees over to the other side and look away from the knees. Keep that opposite shoulder down. And if you want more, you can straighten out that top leg, push to the heel. Deep breath in. bend both knees and slide those knees back in. And what I'd like you to do is take the bottoms of the feet together. Your knees are gonna open up, kind of like a butterfly. You're gonna grab the inside of your ankles, or the outside of your ankles, and then pull the feet towards you as you push your knees open. If you could get your elbows to the knees, push them open. Keep the lower back on the floor. You're in a butterfly position, but your back is down. Push your knees open. And then we're gonna bring the knees back together. We're gonna go into happy baby. So now we're gonna bend those knees, take the bottoms of the feet to the ceiling. Good. And you're gonna separate those feet. Take the hands on the inside of the legs first, and then only your hands wrap around the outside of the feet. So your arms are on the inside of the knees, and you're gonna pull the knees into the armpits. Feet, bottoms of the feet face the ceiling. We look like a little happy baby, yes? And if you want to, you can rock from right to left. Like a happy baby, just enjoying life, stretching out those hips and relaxing through the back. And then you could stop in the center and pull the knees a little closer to your shoulders if you can. Drive the back into the floor. And then when you're ready, just grab those knees, wrap your arms around your shins. And we're gonna take the hands behind your legs and rock yourself up to seated position. So go ahead and cross your ankles. Take a nice deep breath up. And as you exhale, go to one side, taking your hand down, pull that arm up and over. And then we're gonna lift this arm up and look up. So you're gonna keep that hand on the floor. And again, reach over your head like you're framing your face. And reach up and look up to your hand. One more time, frame your face. And then let's go all the way to the other side. So big side stretch here. Really allow your body to stretch deep in the upper body now. Open and look up at your hand, open the chest. Exhale and fold again. Feel that lengthen. And then open up. Keep that opposite hip on the floor. One more time. You guys are doing an amazing job. I hope you feel just as good. And take that hand to the floor. Good. We're going to take those hands in front of you. And we're going to walk out, feeling around in the upper back. Let your head hang deep. Walk your hands back towards you. Take your hands behind you. Fingertips to the floor. Open your chest. Eyes up, chin up. Puff up through the chest. And then walk your hands back to your legs. Palms turn up. Shoulders roll down. Close your eyes and we'll take 3 deep breaths in. So take a nice deep breath in for 4 through the nose. 3, feel the belly expand. 2, hold your breath. Open your mouth and sigh. Ha. Let all the breath out as you sigh. Do that again. Breathe in through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Ha. 2 more times. Deep breath in through the nose for 4, 3, 2. Hold. Exhale, let the breath out. One more time. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2. Hold. And exhale. Take a nice deep breath in. Arms sweep up. And exhale. Little prayer position. Thank you all for being here. Namaste, ladies. You guys did an amazing job. I hope you feel just as good as you did. Recording ends now. You can relax more if you need to.